Mars is not the destination. That's the illusion. Because what is being built right now is not just a mission to another planet, it's a system. A system designed to move people, cargo, and infrastructure between worlds. And once that system exists, control no longer belongs to Earth. For years, the narrative was simple. Elon Musk wanted Mars. Colonize it, build a city, make humanity multiplanetary. But in 2026, something changed. The plan didn't disappear, it shifted. Instead of going directly to Mars, the focus moved closer to the Moon. At first, this looked like a delay, a compromise. But it isn't. It's optimization. Because space is not about ambition, it's about logistics. Mars is far, not just physically, but operationally. You can only launch to Mars once every 26 months. Miss that window, and you wait 2 years. The Moon? You can go every few days. That difference changes everything. It means faster iteration, faster failure, faster learning, faster expansion. In simple terms, the Moon is not the goal. It is the training ground, the place where the entire system is tested before scaling to Mars. And at the center of that system is one machine.
Starship is often described as a rocket. That's misleading. It is not a rocket. It is a transport platform, a reusable, high-capacity system designed to carry 100-plus tons of cargo, dozens of humans, entire pieces of infrastructure, at scale. And scale is the key, because the difference between exploration and colonization is not technology, it's volume. You don't build a civilization with one mission, you build it with hundreds, thousands. Starship is designed for exactly that, a constant flow, Earth to Moon to Mars, again and again and again, until the system becomes permanent. But here's where it becomes something else, because sending people to Mars is not enough. A colony that depends on Earth is not a colony. It's an outpost, and outposts can fail. They can be cut off. They can collapse. They can be abandoned. So the real objective is not reaching Mars. It's removing dependency on Earth. That means producing fuel locally, generating oxygen from the atmosphere, extracting water from ice, building structures using local materials. This concept has a name: in situ resource utilization, or simply survive using what's already there. Once that threshold is crossed, Mars is no longer a destination. It becomes a system that can sustain itself. And this is where things become uncomfortable, because there is a deeper layer to this plan, a legal one. In the terms of service connected to SpaceX's satellite network, there is a line almost ignored by most people. It suggests that Mars will not be governed by Earth laws. No national jurisdiction, no existing legal framework, no external authority. Think about that for a second. Every piece of land on Earth belongs to someone, a country, a government, a system. Mars becomes the first place in human history that doesn't. Not a nation, not an alliance, but something entirely new.
And this raises a question no one is fully prepared to answer. What happens when a private entity builds infrastructure beyond Earth, faster than governments can regulate it? Because SpaceX is not just launching rockets, it is building a transportation network, a communication network, a supply chain, and eventually a settlement, all vertically integrated, all controlled by a single entity. In traditional geopolitics, power is measured in territory, military, economy. But in this new domain, power is measured in access. Who can go? Who can supply? Who can sustain? And right now, only one player is even close to making that possible. So this is the blueprint, not just for Mars, but for something much bigger. A system that begins on Earth, expands to the Moon, and then extends to another planet. A system designed to become independent. And once that happens, the balance of power changes, because for the first time in history, control is no longer limited to Earth. In the final part, we go further, because this is no longer just a technological race, it's a geopolitical one. Nations are watching, alliances are forming, and space is no longer neutral.